Joining me on 12 Minutes With is Finland's Interior Minister Mari Rantanen. She's a former police officer and nurse, and in her current role as minister, she's in charge of internal security, immigration and border control, including managing the eastern frontier with Russia, a major border for the EU and NATO. Welcome, Minister. Pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you very much.
So let me start with the escalating conflict that's gripping the Middle East. The UN is warning that if this continues to escalate, we could see more displacement. Should EU ministers like yourself start preparing?
Well, obviously, the situation is serious at the moment, and we really don't know how far this is escalating. It's quite early to estimate what kind of effects this can have to Europe in short and also the long term. But of course, I think that Europe needs to look this situation very carefully and also prepare for different kind of scenarios.
Is Europe today equipped or prepared to deal with more migration pressures?
Well, at the moment we don't see large movements, and basically usually when this kind of things happens, it's the nearest border that people are crossing. If we in Europe are able to manage our asylum system for those who need protection instead of those who are seeking better life, it's of course more sustainable.
And in terms of Finland and its internal security, do you detect any imminent threats, the threat of Iranian sleeper cells and so on?
Well, I think this is the question that is on the whole Europe, because of course these kind of conflicts can have a result that the other people in Europe are trying to make violent movements as well. So this is something that our security and intelligence are looking very carefully at the moment.
Okay, I want to move on and look at the EU's migration policy. Now there's a big emphasis on facilitating the return of migrants who do not have the right to stay in Europe. Yet on Tuesday, after a meeting about the situation in the Middle East, a European Commissioner for the Mediterranean, Dubravka Šuica, she said that the EU is now developing partnerships with Syria, Lebanon and Jordan to ensure conditions for voluntary and safe returns to those countries. Was this bad timing from the Commissioner saying this about Lebanon, for example, while there's an active war affecting the country?
We have failed with returns as a Europe. If we look those who have a return order, only 20-25% is leaving from Europe. So it means that every year we are having more and more people who are staying illegally. So we need to do something, and I'm very glad that Commission have made a very, I would say, quick movements on this. For example, this return regulation is now on EP, and we also hope that this will come out very fast so we can have new tools, for example, this return hubs in outside the EU.
Of course, because this is one of the things that the Commission has approved now. Is that something Finland is looking into, setting up return hubs in other third countries?
Well, actually, Finland is doing strict policies, and we have made a change of paradigm of the migration policies, and we are looking for very much new tools for the returns as well. So I think that all of these regulations, safe countries of origin, and this return regulation will be very good.
You said you're looking into new tools. Does that mean you're in discussions with other countries outside Europe for return hubs?
We need to have this regulation, of course, first. But yes, we are very much interested that option too.
And what do you make of the criticism of this plan? Some people would say, well, people who come to Finland and other European countries in search of a better life are then sent to a country they might have no link to, no family connections to a camp, essentially. Isn't that inhumane?
I don't think it's inhumane because there is an option. There is always option to go back to your country of origin. Where did you came from? And the other thing is that asylum system wasn't created for seeking better life. It was for the protection. And if we are filling this basket with another reasons, then we are in trouble. It's not sustainable.
But yet in Finland at the moment, that right to seek asylum is suspended, has been, I believe, since 2023, if I'm not mistaken. Please do correct me. Is that the new normal for Finland now that, people cannot come to your country and seek asylum?
That is not true. People can come to our country and seek asylum.
But the suspension of the right to asylum in relation to what is happening on the border with Russia, that is, as you mentioned, changing the paradigm.
What is happening now in our eastern border is that we have closed all the border crossing points. And we have made this border security law under the certain circumstances which are very high. If we activate it, then the border guards have a right to prevent people to enter to Finnish territory, or if they enter, we will check if they are vulnerable or in immediate life danger in that country where they enter to Finland. If not, then we will return them back.
And in terms of the other threats coming from that border, reports of military build-up on the other side of the Finnish-Russian border. How concerned are you about that today and the threats to Finnish security and stability?
Well, I think that it seems like Russian side is building on their side. As long as they say stay on their side, we are happy.
I want to come back to the EU's migration policy. There seems to be a certain political current, which Finland probably would count itself part of this group of governments, who really want to tighten the rules. But there's a smaller group of countries maybe taking a drastically different position, such as the Spanish government recently regularizing 500,000 migrants in Spain who are there irregularly. What do you, as the migration minister for Finland, make of those policies?
Well, I wouldn't ever suggest the acts like that. And the other thing is that when we are having the same area, the Schengen area, the Team Europe, as people is talking about, then I think there is high risk if some countries is doing basically really opposite than the other countries, because now, for example, those people are very easily to go to another countries. So I think that we need to all feel the responsibility of our common area, and it comes to migration as well.
The Pact on Migration, which should be implemented from June this year, this was part of this Team Europe, as part of this solidarity mechanism that they call it, where there's an option for other member states to take in migrants that reach some of the member states under most pressure. Not many countries have picked up on this opportunity, including Finland, and there are estimates that there might be as little as 10,000 relocations in Europe. So my question is this pact really working? Is there solidarity?
Well, there is options how to show your solidarity, and Finland have choose by by helping with money. But I don't think that European migration policies are solved by solidarity. I think we need to work on that way that we really decrease the numbers who is coming to Europe. Mm-hmm. And how we do this in third countries, and we need to make more innovative solutions, not to bring people in and then, you know, we are basically in the situation where nobody wants to relocate. So this is not working in that way.
You talk about innovative solutions. What are those in your view? What is the EU not doing that it could be doing?
Well, I think that the most important thing is cut the smugglers' money-making machine.
But there's been talk about this for years, but it's still a problem.
I know.
What needs to be done?
I think that most important thing is think how we prevent people to enter to the Europe by smugglers' boat. You do this by having presence on the other side of the sea, and you do this, for example, looking for the possibilities of safe ports, that if somebody is rescued, they are bringing back to third country, not to Europe. So I think that we need to decrease the numbers.
Finally, just to close off, just for a clarification, you mentioned the presence on the other side of the sea, you said. Does that mean more presence for Frontex, more of a mandate for Frontex? So what would that exactly look like?
Well, actually, at this moment, Frontex mandate is rewrite. So there could be, I think, possibilities for that, for example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minister, thank you so much for joining us on 12 Minutes With.
Thank you.